I guess I do not have more here. Just want to make a video, like I said, about my shotgun. What I have here is my Mossberg 500A tactical. I ultimately built it, and I kind of want to give you the tour rundown of how I use it and why I have certain things. So, number one, let's talk about the shotgun itself. So, take these off, stand by for those. What I have is a Mossberg 500A gold trigger edition. As you can see, gold trigger, nice and pretty, right? Everybody likes shiny things. First thing I did was I got a ATI gun stocks at ATI gun stocks on Instagram. Scorpion stock system. It's a folding stock. I got it at Fin Feather Fur in North Canton, Ohio. The reason I got it was the price was right. It was there. I had money. I bought it. I wanted a new stock. The folding part, I don't give a fuck about the folding part. I don't shoot it like this, so I'm not a dumbass. So everybody on Instagram, number one, that comments, oh, with those show carriers, you can't fold the stock. Well, what the fuck do you need to fold the stock? Don't fold the stock. I mean, why? Why fold the stock? But I guess I need to explain it. I have the folding stock because that is what I bought on impulse, and I liked it. It's comfortable. Nice, comfortable stock. The downside is I am left-handed. The stock is folding. So what you get, a little uppy closey, is that little hinge impedes my hand. Whatever. Hold the fucking gun and shoot it, right? Yeah, that's what I do. So I am going to upgrade to the Magpul SGA stock. Matter of fact, I have the Magpul 4-end. I just have to modify it for my heat shield or remove the heat shield completely. But off topic. Stock. ATIgunstocks.com. Awesome fucking stocks. I mean, really, it does not come loose. It does not fall apart. It's awesome. It folds. Okay. Cool. I don't fold it. Neither should you. But it's an option. I guess I do fold it every now and then if I put it in my car. Given I drive a Honda, conserve room, right? Yes. So, stock. ATI gun stocks, Scorpion pistol grip stock. Pew pew pew. Boom boom boom, whatever. It has adapters for Mossberg 500, Remington 870, Maverick 88. It all pretty much fits. Moving on up. The safety. I do not use the safety on my shotguns. The safety is always off. If I took a shotgun course, I would have to utilize the safety. But I keep the safety off. Because number one, I don't use my shotgun for self-defense. So it is not loaded. Home protection is my pistol. I'm most effective with my Glock. I stick with my Glock. I do not use my shotgun. But I train with my shotgun because I love me some shotgun. So safety is always off. Don't pull the trigger. Number one, it's not loaded anyway, so that covers it. Moving forward, I have a mount on the top. Picatinny Weaver style mount. I do not know why. I had a cheap red dot on it, but I don't like it, so I took it off. It was ultimately a $10 part at the Gander Mountain, who really treat you like shit, and it's a fucking terrible store. But I bought it because I was there, which is kind of stupid looking back, but I got it, so whatever. I want to get some of the Mossberg factory ghost ring sights for this, except I have to modify my barrel or find a way to mount it onto the bead. So, tangent again. Moving forward from there is the ATI Halo Heat Shield. I got this because it looks awesome, and if your hand overlaps the barrel or touches the barrel, it doesn't get that hot. Although an AR barrel gets a lot hotter than a shotgun barrel. But I kind of made it to look cool in a way. But I do run my shotgun. I am probably more efficient with my shotgun than I am my rifle, just because, like I said, I like some shotgun. So ACI Halo heat shield, and it comes with the ghost ring sights. I don't know if you can see it. Ghost ring sights, which are good sights, but I want the Mossberg factory ghost ring sights and not onto the receiver. And going to what really stands out in my shotgun, what everybody notices the most, and what I like the most is standby. The Brown Coat Tactical shell carriers. Like I said, these are by Brown Coat Tactical, and obviously they are Velcro elastic shell carriers. 8 per, actually. And if this gun is fully loaded, one of the pipe and tube full with the shell carriers full, we've got 22 rounds of 12 gauge Fury, mixture of buckshot and slugs, which is why they are alternated. Up here is slugs, Brunky knockout slugs. Going down to slugs, and you can turn these whichever way. I actually got them backwards now, but they're elastic, so you take them off. They do not fall off, they do not come loose, and they stay on there. Now I've had people say, well, how do you get a cheek weld? Well, I'm left-handed, so that's how. My cheek is on this side, so no problem. I get a cheek weld. If you're right-handed, you're going to want to put this on the other side. So for those of you who don't know I'm left-handed, that's the reason why they are on this side. And no, it does not fold and lock. But I don't give a shit. I don't fold it. Stays out. Boom. So that's my shotgun. 22 rounds, 12 gauge, fully loaded. And I love it. I cannot say anything better about these Brown Coat Tactical shell carriers. They're just awesome. They do not fall off. They're amazing. You can put one in your cargo pocket and then just toss it on whenever you're ready to go. So that's why they're elastic. Remove it, toss it on, boom. It ain't gonna come off. I can tell you that because I've shot a lot of rounds through it. Shot 5 stand with it. I've shot to range with it. Did moving and shooting with it, and it does not fall off. So that's a tour of my shotgun. What I'm gonna do now is put some snap caps in one of these shell carriers. And I'm gonna go through how I utilize the shotgun, how I work it, and simple, kind of, but I'll just kind of go through and show you. Being left-handed is going to be different from somebody who's right-handed, so you gotta understand that. But I'll go ahead and set it up now, and stay tuned. Okay, all set up. Ultimately, I have 6 snap caps here, 12 gauge snap caps on the front carrier. It is easier to feed the mag tube from the front carrier. So ultimately that rear carrier is harder to reload from. So if you're shooting, you got to turn it and you have to pull, for me, pull from the bottom, or come up and pull from the top. So your secondary source of ammunition is going to be back here. Primary source is here. I'm going to focus on this. Being left-handed, I can see the chamber, I can see the bolt, I can see everything. So if I want to feed the chamber and feed the tube, it's relatively simple. Come in, click, no boom, open, turn, feed the chamber, forward, and then you load tube from there. Okay? So it's easier when you turn it, you can see right into it. So you can just drop it right down in there. Awesome. Now, a lot of people talk about slug changeovers. I generally will put my slugs in an opposite direction of my buckshot. So, doing a slug changeover on a Mossberg 500, now I've talked about this before, but it's a popular gun, so a lot of people have the Mossberg 500. So, what's going to happen is you're going to pew, rack out that round. Now a round is going into the chamber, or into the feed area. Dump that round, put a slug in, forward, pew. With the Mossberg, as you shoot, and you eject that spent shell, a new one enters into the feed ramp here. You have to dump that out. So, let's do it a little faster. Pew, rack the old one out, a new one's going to come out of the tube into the chamber. You're going to put that slug in, boom, pew. Okay? Just like that. Might not have been as smooth as some people, but I'm tired. I kind of want to just get this video out. And so, slow-mo one more time, slug changeover. What you're looking at is click, rounds out, dump the round, feed around, forward, boom. Easy as that. Now, when you go to reload it, buckshot or feed it with whatever is in it, you're feeding from your opposite, the rounds that are facing opposite. So, the pew, eject that bad one out, eject the bad one out, get one in the pipe first, because then after that, you can engage whatever you need to. If not, just start grabbing and feeding, and you're back up. It's an easy weapon to operate, but it's also kind of a complicated weapon to operate because you've got a whole hell of a lot going on. You're not just turning and adding a magazine, unless you have a Saiga or a Black Aces conversion kit, but you have to keep that chamber fed. Yeah, keep the chamber fed. So as you eject your last round, you should get a click, eject that, get a new one in there, forward, feed the tube. So you have ammo at your disposal. You just have to know how to utilize it ultimately. It's just one of those things you got to keep repeating and perfecting ultimately. It's hard, but it's easy. It's easy, but it's hard. So it's up to you just to kind of work it and master it, I guess. Just kind of a quick video I wanted to make. It might be a little iffy. I'm going to publish it anyway. Any more questions or anything, just let me know. If I'm a little less tired sometime, I'll run through it a lot faster. I'll do a lot more. But that's really the basics of reloading and doing slug changeovers and just keeping it fed. So until then, I'll see you next time.